Can you give me a joke that I can start with? No jokes? No jokes, okay. So we're going to get straight into it. We're out here in the jungle. This is fake vines. This is real trees. What we're trying to do is give this some production value, because inside when we were recording this video it was really dark and my face was shaded and it looked like I was giving this little video in a cave. So that's the first apology, is that we're outside and you're going to have to deal with some of this fake tacky plants. The second thing is that this microphone might not be the best sound quality, so I do apologize for that. Two things I want to show you today. The first one is the biggest mistake that yoga studios are making when they're trying to promote their stuff on social media, mainly Facebook. And the second thing is this system, or this blueprint, that we use for our clients to get more students into the practice each and every week. So I'm just going to jump straight into this mistake because we can get it out. We can kind of communicate this in about 35 seconds. So the biggest mistake we're seeing is that a lot of yoga studios are promoting too far. They're casting their net too wide. And what that means is that people will travel up to about 6.5 kilometers to go to a wellness center, but they won't travel further than that. And that's not only due to our research, that was actually reported recently in, what was it, Scott?
Wall Street Journal.
The Wall Street Journal. And now, introduction to our Zen Profit system. We felt like we had to give this a fancy name to give it some perceived value. Scott, can you zoom in on the on our mascot, the Zen Profit mascot? Cool, thanks for that. So we've got 4 pieces of content that lead into an offer. Now, this is a huge mistake, huge mistake that a lot of studios and a lot of small businesses in general who are trying to use social media, they commit this mistake and this sin very often, which is they don't give an incentivized offer. So what they do is they promote the fact that their studio exists within the local area, but they don't give anyone incentive to come and try it out. So people need to have a good offer. In fact, MindBody did a study recently using their payment processing that showed that 94% of new students that go to a wellness center do so because they were incentivized by some sort of deal. So this offer here is really important. But just as important as this offer, maybe even more important, is the content that leads up to this offer. So instead of giving people a cold incentive, what we're going to do with this Zen Profit system is we're going to warm them up with good, valuable content that aligns with their values. So you have an audience here, like we can go back over here and we can see this sweet spot here of 6.5 kilometers. You might have an audience of 10,000 people who are interested in yoga and interested in exercise. But what we want to do is we want to niche down even further into that audience, and we want to find people that directly align with your studio and your values. So to give you an example of this, we can bring 2 studios into the mix. One studio is a fitness studio that focuses on flexibility and getting stronger, and the other studio is a studio that focuses on self-acceptance and more philosophical yogi teachings. So you want to find the people that best relate and align with your studio. So in all of these pieces of content, you're going to embed a piece of value that aligns with your values. So you want to stress and cultivate the benefits that your studio has without actually trying to sell your studio for these four pieces of content. To give you some example, this content piece number 1, if you're a studio that focuses on fitness, it might be about flexibility and the benefits that come with getting more flexible. So that might mean, you know, less pain or more durable body or feeling younger and stuff like that. When you find that you promote this piece of content to these people over here within your sweet spot, and you see that you get 200 likes and 50 shares on this piece of content, what that's doing for you is it's indicating that those 200 people or those 250 people are really aligning with the messaging that your brand is putting out there. So when we replicate this a few more times and we get to content piece number 3 or number 4, the people within this audience that have been resonating with you have really started to develop what we call brand recall for your studio. So they know who you exist and they think you're pretty cool, they think you're offering them value and that you've got a lot of goodwill for their community. So by the time we get to this part, which is the offer, you're going to give them a really awesome offer that they can't refuse. And an example of this would be 30 days or 3 weeks for $30 of unlimited yoga. So it's kind of an offer that might make you feel a little bit nervous. But the point of it is to increase the customer lifetime value and get more people coming into your studio practice or into your practice. And then if we get, say, 50 or 100 people, new people into your practice in month 1, and then 30 or 40 of them drop off, then we're going to run the offer again in month 2. It's going to be a different offer, different content, but we're going to see a retention rate and we're going to see new students. So what we're doing here is essentially trying to get as many people that align with your values as possible so that you build a community not only in your studio but in your digital space as well. So when you wash, rinse and repeat this system, not only are you getting new students in, but you're also re-engaging with those students that are coming in every week so that they feel like they're part of the community. So I have another video that I've created where we get into more depth about choosing an offer that's right for your studio, and then also actually executing this content, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you want to put this blueprint into practice and you want to find out exactly how to create this content and how to select an offer that best suits your yoga studio, click the button below, put in your email, and I'm going to send you that new video as well as a list of resources that you can use so that you don't have to be a creative genius to actually create this content that really resonates with your audience. So click the button below, put in your email, and I'll speak to you in the next video.